Hey everybody, this is the Cooler Master Masterkeys S. I don't know what the S stands for. I'm guessing it's the small version because it's got no number pad, so it's a TKL keyboard. I've done a review on this board before, and the board was the exact same, but it was with Cherry MX silver switches. And those are like shorter reds, a little bit faster, a little bit quieter than reds, a little bit easier to type on. But this one's with your standard Cherry MX blue, so it's tactile and clicky. I didn't do an unboxing or anything like that with the last one, so that's what I want to do with this one. At the time of filming, which is August 21st, 2018, this is on sale for $60 on Amazon, shipped. It's an absolutely insane deal. And if you don't have a mechanical keyboard yet, this is a fantastic place to start. So let's go ahead and unbox it. I'm using my Spyderco Southern. I actually lost this knife about 2 years ago and just found it, so that's why it's a little dirty. I haven't gotten a chance to clean it up yet. But I like it so much, I just want to use it. So your cord is going to be in the back part here. We have some replacement keycaps for MOBA and FPS. So it should be WASDF and ER as well. Packaging is super simple, super clean. And pretty much everything you would expect from a more expensive keyboard. Put this box aside. So inside you get a little pamphlet. And the important part in here are the functions. So you can switch from Windows layout to Mac layout to Linux layout, QWERTY, Dvorak, or Workman, which means that you can take the keys and pull them off and switch them to different keys. So if you want to switch to Dvorak layout, there's actually a setting in the board. This can be a native Dvorak board. Repeat rates, Windows key lock, reset to default, which is a super nice thing to have, because you don't really get a display on what settings are on your board. So if you do a bunch of stuff and you're like you forget, you can just reset it all. That's awesome. But yeah, nothing really to see here other than that, but it's handy to have this around. Give you a very, very thick and stiff USB cable. It's braided and it is micro USB. So I think it's about, let's see, 3 feet or so. I'm sure you could find that specification somewhere. Anyway, enough of that. These are just ABS keycaps. Nothing special about these, but they do have little arrows on them and they're red. And then you have a simple keycap puller. I wouldn't use this if you can avoid it. These can possibly damage your keys, your keycaps, if they're side printed or if they have like an overlay or something, and you slide this down over your key and you pull it up, that could potentially damage your key. I prefer the wire style, which go around and then underneath and pull from the bottom of the key. So pick one of those up. I think they're only like $3 or $4 on Amazon. I'll link one in the description below. I don't care about this. The cable's okay, but you can get a micro USB cable anywhere, so that's fine. This is a little stiff for my liking, so I probably won't use it, especially if I'm going to take this on the go. But the board itself is really, really good. It's very, very well made. The plastic is very smooth and definitely high quality. And the best part, for $60 as of right now, as of today, you get Pbt Keycaps. And I'll use this just to show you. Try this key. And the Pbt Keycaps are very thick, very dense material, and you can tell that there's a texture difference on these compared to these ABS keycaps. So Pbt keycaps are very almost necessary. They're easier to clean. They provide a much nicer typing experience, and they're what I have on every single board. I just replace all of my caps with Pbt anyway. The only downside to the set that they include, well, it's nice to have all of your macro printings, such as heat. I can zoom in on this camera actually, so let me do that. You have like the macros printed here, and then 1x through 8x. I don't like that they use Cooler Master logos for the Windows keys or the command keys on Mac. I wish that they just use a generic symbol. They didn't use these, because finding another key that looks exactly like this without the Cooler Master logo is impossible. It would be the most like stealth sleeper board without these Cooler Master keys. So out of 100 points, I'm taking off 2 points, one for each of these keys. But I don't have any complaints about this board. Like I said, I've already used them. I have two. Actually, I said I had one earlier, but come to think of it, I have two. And I love this board. I have one in silver, one in brown, and then this one in blue. And of course, with Cherry MX Blue, you're going to get the nice tactile typing. And it is clicky. But you might annoy your coworkers with it, you might not. It depends on your office setting, I guess. If you're going to bring one into the office, at home, it's not a big deal. If you're sharing a room with someone, you might want to consider a different board. But other than that, let's see what else. Oh, these LEDs for caps lock, scroll lock, and gaming mode, which is turning the window key off. These LEDs are all white LED. Again, this would be the perfect sleeper keyboard if these were different. So you don't have red, blue, green, anything funky like that. It just looks like a really nice keyboard, in which it is. On the back, nothing to see here. You have your flip up feet, and you have a three-way wire channel, so your micro USB plugs in here. You can go straight out to the one side or to the other side. But yeah, I mean, it's just a very, very nice keyboard, and you really can't get better for $60. Well, the other options you can get are Cherry MX clone keyboards, which don't use real Cherry MX switches made in Germany. You would get Chinese ones, or like Taiwanese switches or something like that. And they're okay. You can use like the same keycaps and stuff. But honestly, if you can get real Cherry MX switches for $60 and you get a really, really solid board underneath, I mean, you really can't go wrong. The only downside to this board, to some people, to me it doesn't matter at all. Doesn't have RGB, and it only comes in black, and then the Cooler Master logo. Other than that, it uses completely standard layout, So no special spacing or special key sizes at the bottom. I know that Corsairs like to use the 1U keys, which are the size of your normal keys up here. But Cooler Master uses the regular 1.25U. So there's that. You can buy any keycaps set off the shelf or from AliExpress or Massdrop, something like that, and use them on here without a problem. Of course, you'll lose your function keys and things like that, but it's just something to consider. Anyway, this is more of a camera test and setup test, but I hope you enjoyed this mini review of the keyboard. If you have any questions of this guy, give me a shout on Reddit or Discord or comment below. And check out this keyboard on Amazon. The link will be in the description. And I'll also put a link for the proper type of keycap puller for this. And yeah, hope you enjoy. And I'll see you guys next time.